All right. You guys all pumped up now?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome everyone to another exciting adventure on the Edge of Darkness. So much happening. From the announcement side of it, we possibly won't be here next week on Monday. I'll know more tomorrow due to events. So we may not be here next week on Monday. So if not, we'll be back the following week, barring that everyone's healthy and everything's working. So outside of that, stay tuned to the Twitter for more information on that. All right. Anyone else got anything before we get started? Great.
No, Captain.
No, Captain.
My brain hurts.
Poor Blaylock. Oh, when I look at my notes, it makes me sad for Blaylock. All right. Lost my spot. All right. So where we left off. There we are. The party ventured deeper, found a terrifying hallway and other such things, but eventually made their way through the grotesque arms flailing hall of bodies, elven bodies, constructed into a defense mechanism, and worked their way into a very large room where they came face to face with an unholy aberration of a creature, the Mind Flayer. And after defeating that, upon examining the child that was on the table, they have found Alberond.
Brother.
Zormir's brother. And now they stand in the room. And what do you guys want to do?
Alberond, how did you even get over here?
1 second. Ooh, that's loud.
Whoa.
There we go. Oh, a little better. Don't know how that got so... Okay.
I'm going to use second wind to get some more HP.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Zormir, you know, after we touched that thing, there was a
yes.
flash of light, and I found myself in these woods. They were deep and dark and full of webs. All sorts of webs.
These very woods?
It wasn't these woods. This is different. This is somewhere else.
But on this island still.
Yeah. Yes. I tried to find my way, and I heard this noise. I looked behind me, and it was a spider. It was bigger than me. So I was always the faster one between us, like you remember. I ran.
Rub it in.
And I ran and ran. I didn't even look behind me, and I was out in some fields, and I found a little town with people just like us. Halflings.
Halflings?
Yeah, they called the place Cidersport.
Cidersport?
They seem so happy. It seemed like a great place. They drink a lot there. There's a lot of ale. There was a lot of nights I don't remember.
Always a fan of the ale, Alberond. Maybe a little too much.
I wanted to stay there, but I
Did you
knew
leave?
you were out there. I had to find you. So I talked to some townspeople, and they were friendly there. And they told me maybe you were in Castle Verminia. So I grabbed some supplies and headed that way. But I don't know if you've seen it. Castle Verminia is huge. You all may not be familiar with such a big place, but
I've had my fair
We
share of time.
We didn't actually go to Castle Verminia, right?
no, you haven't been there.
You all haven't.
Okay.
You've been there? And he looks at Grayson.
I have. Not a very nice group of people.
No, absolutely not. Without even thinking, I'm not like Zoromir. I don't put a lot of thought into decisions I've made. I just took off.
Obviously, look.
You're more like him than you know, little one.
Uh-huh.
I ran into this place. It was gross. It was a swamp. And there were these little mushroom things. They kept chasing me down. They had spears. One of them pierced me with a spear, and Zoromir, I got really sick.
Were you trying to provoke them? What were you doing there?
I was just trying to find you, and I was getting away from Castle Verminia. It had to be better than there.
Swamp doesn't sound any better.
I got sick, but I ended up running into this little kobold. Its name was Sharpclaw. And he told me Shortclaw. He told me all about these powerful adventurers and that they were there in the swamp and how they would kill the mushroom things and how they went into this cave, how they lost one of their friends. They sounded really strong. And I thought, well, I bet those adventurers, I bet they could help me. And he was certain of it. He said that all they like to do is help people. They helped him.
Sounds like Shortclaw. Glad to hear he's still alive.
You know him?
Oh yes, we spent quite a little bit of time with Shortclaw. We ventured the lands with him a little bit and honed his fighting abilities a little bit. He was a good guy. Maybe not the brightest, but good intentioned.
They were very nice. They let me stay there for a while. And
Did you stay in their camp there?
I did. Their shaman is quite the silly one. She
Oh yes.
keeps me entertained. But their one salesperson that sells their stuff, he was really cranky. He said ever since the last group of outsiders came in, he was missing something that they traded to him, and he thinks they stole it. But I don't think you guys would have stole anything. It had to be someone else. Or he was just crazy. There was something off about him anyways.
Could have just been a crazy old person.
But while I was there, I started thinking and racking my brain where you guys might go next. And the halflings in Sidersport, they would talk a lot about the elves. The elves of the Dead Spokes. So I thought, why not give it a try? So
Why elves? What would draw you to the elves?
Elves, they make neat things.
They aren't very friendly to
Short
outsiders,
rest
though.
while this is going on.
So I went north. Thought that maybe the elves could help. Maybe I could find something that these powerful adventurers were looking for.
Once you started walking into that forest, you didn't immediately think better and turn around?
No. Sometimes my drive gets the better of me. I know you're not like that, but
Oh,
the rest you know.
ever since touching whatever that was. Oh, I mean, just hearing from your stories, sounds as like it's changed you. It's definitely changed me as well. Oh gosh, back in the old days, I never would have adventured like we do now, or gone after treasure, or gosh, killed creatures. Oh, this is a different life over here.
And he turns to you and puts his hand on your shoulder and with a serious look that you've never seen in his eyes before. Zormir, I have changed. We aren't the children we used to be. And his hand slowly slides off your shoulder.
Kind of give him a weird look. It's true. I could say children at heart, though. How did you hear about the shards?
Well, Castle Verminia, you hear things and... Well, Grayson, you've heard things, right? There's always rumors going around.
Anybody who lives on this island has heard them.
Who doesn't know? But it's all just a legend, a rumor, right? There was no great dragon. There was no weapon.
Well, that's where you're wrong. We've found evidence concretely.
Alberon, we have found pieces of the shard, and we have reason to believe there may be some in this very forest.
In this forest?
Yes, in the dead folks.
So I was right. The elves have them.
Well, if the elves don't, somebody does.
Why, Grayson, why are you looking at me so weird?
Zormir, I need to speak with you
Yes, Blaylock?
privately.
Something we can't talk about right here?
Not at all.
Alberon, you want to come along?
Yeah, that's fine. Wherever you go.
Fine.
I think he said privately.
Is it Blaylock? Is it okay if Alberon comes, or
It's all right if Alberon sits right there and works on his story a little bit more.
I'm gonna walk up next to him and put my arm around Alberon and say, "Hey, let's talk, buddy." While they go walk off.
Okay.
Alberon, will you be fine here while I go talk with Blaylock?
Yeah,
We'll take care of him.
I'll be
My
fine.
friends here are very nice. They'll take great care of you.
It seems like it. I'm not worried. You're not far.
All right, Blaylock. I follow his lead.
Grayson, please.
So,
Want me to
Nemoria,
come?
Please come here.
I will head that direction as well.
what do you want to talk about?
I am not well, So I need you, Grayson, to help me get my thoughts together on this. We stumble across the semblance of Zoromir's brother
Semblance.
inside of a dark cavern by this creature. This entire area is playing tricks on all of us. I fear me more than others, so I need you, Grayson, to be this make sense of the situation, because I do not trust anything that this Alberon has been uttering.
Don't you trust everything? Story
No.
seems to make sense so far.
It seems all too convenient.
What's so convenient? I mean, I ended up on this island randomly and found some adventurers, and
He knows way too much about information that we are only privy to.
we've made quite a mark on this island. We've traveled across lots of towns, met lots of people, left lots of impressions on many different folk and towns across this island. I don't see any reason to believe that word of our adventures wouldn't have spread.
Grayson?
Zoramir, first off, I know I've just recently joined your party, but stories that you all tell, you've died numerous times, and that's with a group of people. He has been by himself since he got here, and you think that it's plausible that he has survived all this time for us to find him down here.
He's as small as me. I mean,
yeah, and you have died numerous times.
Yeah, but I mean, we're traveling as a pack and attack everything that we come across.
And he has not.
Yeah, but it's just him. He's very small. He can sneak around in the shadows easier and avoid getting
All
caught.
I'm saying is do not take this for face value. You've already been affected while being down here.
How would he know
We know these creatures affect your mind.
You heard him. How would he know about the item we touched way back when we were little?
I'm not saying that that's not his body, but that may not be him.
And you're gonna see me just start tapping on my on my leather piece, just nervously, just tapping. I don't like his story. I don't trust it. This does not sit well with me.
I'm telling you guys, that's my brother. That's Alberon. We found him. We saved him.
We saved no one. You don't. You're too close to the situation.
Well, don't get any ideas of doing something extreme now.
I suggest we keep an eye on him and not be too trusting. I think Blaylock is correct in this assumption. You just see your brother. Things down here are not always as they seem. We've already encountered that.
You seem to have a way of figuring out what might be magical or up no good. Do you have some trick up your sleeve of telling us whether he is being used as a puppet?
Unfortunately, I can't tell what. There's nothing outside of his appearance that I can tell. It's not any kind of shape-shifting magic or anything like that. But we don't know. I can't see what's on the inside.
So so it sounds like you have no reason to believe he's not my brother other than paranoia.
Just be on guard.
And my gut feeling. My gut has kept me alive for a long time.
Okay.
Laylock is right. It is a little too convenient.
What if we just kept weapons out of his hand for the time being?
Hmm.
Okay with that.
This
Would that make you comfortable, Grayson?
He would be a sheep led to slaughter being in here without weapons. But
Well, if we encounter something, we might learn his true self. I still think he's my brother, though.
I'm gonna be looking at Alberon and just keep tapping. Fine. Just
Right.
be aware. This is suspicious. This entity who is seeking the shards.
My brother.
He is very crafty. He has my mother, or he says he has my mother. What's to say he doesn't have your brother under his control? Just be cautious.
Okay. Look very just confused and concerned. I guess we have nothing else but to push forward and see how he behaves. I mean, just keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do anything suspicious. Anything else we can do?
I think I'm going to raise my voice. We need to stop dilly-dallying, and we need to move.
Okay, while this is going on, Namori, was there anything you wanted to say to Alberon?
Yeah, so, Alberon,
Yeah,
you know I'm a cleric, right?
I don't know that. I see you have a shield.
Okay. Do you know what clerics hate the most?
I don't know.
Liars. Undead. Zombies.
It seems like you're in the right place.
I think you're a liar. I think you are not who you say you are. I'd like to roll a insight check
Okay.
to see if he was lying. Because I don't think everything you said was true. You guys are an idiot. I have a bad feeling who you are.
What'd you
I'm
roll?
going to be watching you. 25.
Straight roll? Jeez. So you look at him after telling that to him, and with no conviction, falter, anything on his face, he looks up at you. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't know you. I have no reason to lie. I just found my brother, who I thought was dead. He probably thought I was dead.
Yeah, but we find it very hard that you can make it this far down here without being caught or killed, and we come in here and now you're all by yourself. We find that hard to believe.
And I find it hard to believe that someone that says they're a cleric, someone I should trust, so mean.
I like Zormir, and I don't want to see him get hurt.
I do too. He's my brother.
We shall see. I'll take you at your word for now. Just want to let you know.
What god do you serve?
I serve Ishtar.
Be sure to stay away from people of that faith. if this is how they treat a stranger, and
I'm not treating you bad. I'm just telling you I'm weary of you.
you called me
All
a
of us are.
liar,
It's not just me.
and he walks away.
Well, yeah. I just give him a, just a leer as he walks away.
So, Blaylock, as you say something a little louder, you hear Alberon coming up behind Grayson, followed by Nemoria. You guys done?
Are you well enough to walk with us?
I can travel. I'll be fine.
Blaylock's now migrated to just grinding his hoof in the ground, just kicking it back and forth.
Well, we used a short rest while we were doing this, so make sure you guys either use your hit die if
Do
you need
we,
Oh, we did.
Through this dialogue, there was a short rest. We'll say you guys took an hour or so as you have these conversations.
I am in desperado need of that. Okay. It's interesting. I've rolled an 8, then a 7, then a 6, then a 5.
Wow, that's a lot of hit dice to use.
Well, I have 8, and I was very low. Making me self-conscious.
I wish they had some food in this place. Bah!
I gestured towards my bag. I got some meat in here.
Give it to your brother.
Alberon, you want some meat?
And he looks down at what you have. Zoramir, please don't tell me you actually eat that. That, I can smell that here. Zoramir!
We've been smelling it for months.
It ages like a fine ale.
It does not age like a fine ale. That is rotten meat.
Cook it over a fire and you're good.
Grayson just nods his head. Lights up another torch.
Okay. Yeah, because after an hour, that one would have been...
Yeah.
Yep.
how is everybody on healing? Anybody in need?
Save your spells. That's why we just took a short rest.
Is your healing like a first level or is it a cantrip?
It is first level. You need some? Are you
Good to carry on?
Have you used any of your
Clerics
Healing
are weird
potions?
levels. Cantrips, I have no idea what you speak. Let's go.
I kind of
Alberon
whisper
comes up to Zoramir and just kind of puts his hand on his shoulder.
You ready to move forward, Alberon?
He just kind of looks at you and with a smile and a nod, and yeah, let's go, brother to brother.
Now back, put my hand on his shoulder. Be brave. You're in good company now. Shall we move forward?
All right. What's the marching order?
go ahead again with the torch?
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay. Probably something like that. All right, so I'm going to guess that you walked back up to the T in the hallway.
Yes. Is that the hallway that goes to east? Goes to the east?
Goes east and west, yep.
How is a Minotaur supposed to find his way around when he can't concentrate with that noise?
What noise?
Hmm.
There you are.
Okay, so we
I need to go to the one
came north, so we need to go to the one east, right?
correct.
Okay, that's where you're headed.
I'm gonna start stealthing.
Ooh, stealth. Yay.
Will be stealthy as well.
At 20,
Oh my-
first roll.
Albron
Really?
got a 5 total.
Wait, what?
He got a 5 total.
I take it he doesn't have my stealth skills.
He does not.
Wow. I actually beat him with my 12.
Well, I rolled a 5, so I get 16.
You trying to give us away?
No. All right, how far do you want to move up?
Is Grayson dead in the water again?
Can you hear us?
Keep moving.
Can you hear us, Grayson?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. How far do you want to move up? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I said as long, but I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. All right. You walk down the path for a while, and as you're walking forward, there's just a light click, followed by the sounds of electricity.
This is creepy.
You see inside this room as arcs of lightning pass back and forth, different locations in the room. And sitting, resting in the back of the room is one of the pedestals that you've become all too familiar with. Let me show you what you're looking at.
AFK for a second.
Okay.
Whoa.
And as you stand there, and watch these go back and forth, you see
Is there like rhythm to it?
make a perception check.
$22.
You stand and stare at him for a while. By the way, there is one more of those little blue balls over there. It's just I drew the the lighting stuff poorly.
Yeah.
You watch for a while, and you notice there's just a brief moment where they don't arc between these iridescent orbs that seem to line the walls of the room.
Okay. Is there enough space between it if we could get through it, not get touched?
There is.
Well, gentlemen, looks like we're going to have to be tricky on this one. If I wait for the next one, next pause, and dash in between the lightning and the fire.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check.
I'm good at that.
Would you like me to try this instead, Grayson?
It's too late. He's already.
It's 23.
You see him leap forward, and right as the lightning arcs across, and he tumbles and rolls and ends up on the other side. And just as he does, the bolt arcs behind him, but he stands safely. Freaking bloody hell. On the other side, except now you're underneath the map.
I found a dimensional portal. I'll be safe in here.
You're in the upside down.
Just watch out for the mind player.
That's a little different mind player.
Demogorgon.
Give me 1 second.
I might prefer these mind players over the those mind players.
Oh, there you are. Okay. All right.
And then I'll wait for the next one.
All right. Roll an acrobatics.
27.
27.
Yep.
You see Grayson take another leap through, rolling forward, landing on the other side.
And the last one. Dirty 20.
Okay. And with that, you jump forward and kind of grab a hold of the pedestal, and with such force you spin around, and you're just facing the rest of the group, and they're all standing there. You guys are seeing Grayson leap and jump and flip all the way to their side, and he's standing at the pedestal.
I'll go ahead and pass it off.
Okay? So you grab a hold of it, you start spinning. And the tree fades, as all the ones have before. That's where you're at.
There's a pattern.
Should we come through?
Is there anything else on the side of the...
Nope. The cavern seems to be just this small room.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. The tunnel system. We've gone every which way we can, right?
I don't think so.
Pretty close.
So there's hallways that we haven't gone down?
Well, there was that main room when we went down the spiral staircase that had like all the different jutting out rooms, hallways.
Yeah, we'll have to go back to the main entrance of down the stairwell.
Okay.
We still got-
I know Rob was writing down the
I am.
paths. Okay. So we have to go
Yes.
back to that room now?
Yes.
Okay.
Got 4 more left.
I guess I will try to make my way back across this room.
Okay.
Right back.
I was hoping that they would go down.
Yeah, Chris. Zzz.
11.
You leap forward, and as you do, your foot catches on the side of the pedestal,
Mm.
and it throws you off, and you kind of trip and stumble forward. And as you do, the electricity arcs across. You take 11 points of lightning damage as your clothes begin to smoke, and you land on the other side. You all see Grayson take this leap forward, and you see the lightning just slam into him, and he just lights up the room as it almost reflects off pieces of his armor.
How
That was pretty graceful.
That's even worse.
Yeah, that was pretty graceful.
Okay.
Graceful Grayston.
Do this again. 18.
Okay. This time you watch it, you take your time to watch it better, and you take a leap, and it just grazes the back of you, but you make it through.
Smoking.
Exactly what I was thinking. Smoking.
Yeah, this one's 26.
Okay. And carrying a torch the whole time, Grayson appears back with you. And you kind of smell the smell of burnt leather and meat as he stands there. A little bit of smoke coming off of him.
That's her. But all right.
You need me to cure a little bit of those wounds for you, buddy? Are you all right?
Like I said, don't waste your spells. Not until we
Okay. All right.
I'd like to investigate the orbs if I can without electrocuting myself.
So you want to from a distance?
I'd like to get as close as I can.
Okay.
Electrocuting myself.
So we'll say you and Grayson switch places. Okay. Go for it.
Careful, Blaylock. That's
very
quite a
interesting magic. 13.
Okay. You look at them, and each one is exposed. It's not really buried into a wall of some sort, but you can tell this isn't some kind of new machination. This is something that's been here for a very long time for a very specific reason.
AFK for just a second.
Interesting. This device seems to be as old as the tree.
Interesting.
Yes.
And it's still going. Wonder what powers it.
There is something this is guarding or trying to keep contained. Very interesting.
Why this pedestal more than any of the others?
I think these are all guardians of the pedestal, and they're trying to stop and prevent fools like us from letting whatever is at this tree from getting out.
So you want to just leave them alone, or you want to see if we can turn it off?
I feel we need to continue, but we may be taking on more than we can handle.
Okay. Let's just leave it alone then.
Let's not dawdle.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
so we're just going to start heading back.
Okay.
Namoria, do you understand where we're going?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. That makes one of us.
Just put your goggles on, buddy. Stick to us. Stick close.
Just gonna start nervously just rubbing his hands together. I don't like it.
Buddy, how you doing in your head, bud?
As good as I can be if this chatter would stop.
Okay. Well, if you need me to do anything, let me know. Okay, before it gets too out of hand. We don't need you shooting nobody.
Would you like me to sing for you, Blaylock? Would that help?
I don't know if it would be louder than the cacophony that's already going on up here.
Zoramir.
And he points at his head.
Zoramir,
Yes,
why don't you
Namoria?
Why don't you hop on his back and give him a hug around the neck as he goes to help soothe him.
That'll help anything.
Mm.
Oh, we can
Always worth it.
saddle
think
up,
your
and
brother needs
Alberon
more
kind of
comfort than I.
grabs a hold of Grayson to climb him on Grayson's back.
Get down.
Sorry,
I had a question too.
sorry, Mr.
We took
Grayson.
that short rest.
Yep.
I still have the temporary hit points from the battle. Did
Yep.
that go away?
They don't go away till a long rest.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm good then. That took most of that 11 damage. I was just making sure I didn't want to.
Okay. Because that's a good point. Yeah, because I still had mine too.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
That means we have to go back through the fucking flesh tunnel.
So you walk back and
Yeah.
back to the tunnel.
Alberon, did Shortclaw say it? What did Shortclaw say about us?
He said you guys were really nice, and except one guy that kept saying he was going to eat him. I don't know why that would happen, but other than that, he said that you guys were really nice to him and helped him out, and that after you left, he even became captain of the Kobold Guard of the village.
Yeah. Well deserved. He was quite a fearsome fighter.
Yes, the others in the village called him Drippy Slayer?
Trippies. Nasty little things.
He got very excited about slaying those little things.
While you guys are talking, we'll go ahead and start heading back towards the wall of flesh.
As you go to, oh, you're there now.
Oh,
Okay.
right on.
Yeah. Okay.
Gonna be a pain in the ass.
You want
Do you
to move?
think fire would keep them away from us?
Well, if it was anything like the Room of Roots, if you're not right behind it, it's not gonna matter anyway.
You guys
Then
are
I guess we just keep our weapons out and muster forward then.
Grayson, you leading?
Yep.
As you
We'll
go
ahead and
to
pull
as
my
you go to step forward, you Alberon shoots out an arm and kind of grabs a hold of you. You're not really going to walk through there, are you?
It's the way we came.
Um,
As I look questioningly down to him.
when they brought me through here, they said something. They were able to pass without anything. I wouldn't walk through there.
Remember what they said?
And he kind of stops, and you see him sticking his tongue out to the side, and he's squinting really hard.
Can I use Flash of Genius on him?
You can.
Like to help him to recollect what he was doing. It's okay, and I'll pat him soothingly on the back and then start tapping on his shoulder.
And as you do that, it's almost like you see the light bulb go off. Oh yeah, Utha Valanda, Valandra Siksahun. And you see the hands and they start crawling back from the side. And there's a singular path that forms through the center of the room as all the hands and arms retract, and the sounds from the moaning mouths seem to quiet and retract into the walls and ceiling.
Just gonna look at Zoramir and just shake my head in disgust.
I look around at everybody like, see, pretty nice, huh?
But Buthok taught me Elvish when I spent some time with him. He said it would
How
help.
long were you at Buthok?
A while.
Wow, long enough to learn Elvish. Longer than we stayed with them.
It's not hard.
At that moment, Zormir kind of takes a step back and like That didn't sound easy, Alberon.
And he just sets a hand on your shoulder and looks at you. I told you, Sormir. We're not the same.
I'll look around the room. My previous elation of the arms going around is now turned to pure confusion and slightly worry.
Start heading down the hallway.
Okay.
Are we going to wait for the hands to start up again?
Let's go.
As you exit the other side, you hear the clawing and retraction of all the arms and heads, and the moans begin to start again as the hallway returns to the state it was in. And I would say that's where you want to be, right?
Oh, wow. I thought we were further away from that, to be honest.
Well,
Through
you
the
were-
magic of time.
magic of time, yeah.
Through the miracle of time.
None of this makes
Have
sense.
we only
to
been
me.
down one hallway?
You've been down 2. 3.
3.
Okay.
So we need to go to either the northwest or I believe it is southeast.
Sounds right to me.
Who explores caverns like this? Northwest, southeast. What?
All right, just turn to the ways. It's to your left.
All right. Where are you headed?
Northwest.
Let me load that module. All right.
A loading screen. Is this like Edge of Darkness loading screen? Where you also like walking down the bottom of the screen.
Oh, that'd be cool.
There's Zoramir on Blaylock's back, trying to feed meat into his mouth.
You need to eat.
You begin working your way down the dark hallway. Sounds fill your ears. It's horrifying in its own extent.
Am I the only one that hears that?
Unfortunately.
Grayson, you notice as you begin down that hallway and walk a bit that you see there's a blood stain on the floor.
Investigate.
What's that?
We're gonna investigate.
Okay. You take a look at it. Your passive perception would be enough. As you're looking at it, it's dried. It's been there for a little while, but maybe a week.
Well, fresher than most, but there's still been some time.
Well, guess we just better keep an eye out. Keep our head on a swivel.
Looks like there's an interjection here. Continue to the left.
Continues to the left and to the right.
To the left.
As we're walking, I'm going to kind of nudge Alberon and fall back away from the group just enough so that I can whisper out at earshot.
Okay.
Alberon, did something happen to you? When you touched me back there, I felt good. I felt a little healthier.
It's just a brother's love. We have a bond.
No, that doesn't sound right. Everything you've said so far, it sounded like you. We aren't magical unless some outside influence happened. Did you get bit by something? What happened?
And he kind of looks at you dead in the eye. Zormir, you're being silly. Let's not get left behind. It's getting dark back here.
Kind of stop in my tracks and let him walk forward a few steps, and then I pick up and rejoin with the group.
Okay. Grayson, you notice as you get to where the hallways split that the one to the left has or to the west, has another blood stain on the floor.
Oh, something was dragged this way.
You're going to continue?
Yep.
Okay. Notice a dead end, followed by a pathway that goes to the south.
I'm going to go check out the dead end.
Okay. It just seems like where the roots of this tree kind of dug in, whatever's been excavating down here over the years has stopped. And it continues, and there's a lot of debris here, and you see a lot of pure solid stone kind of resting in the ground. It looks like maybe as even the roots themselves were trying to dig deeper, the stone here just got too solid for it to break through.
Back around and head south.
Okay. More blood is found in the hallway as you move forward. And oddly enough, light begins to illuminate the darkness in front of you. And as you take steps forward, you see a candle. And then another one. And they're all lit. And you hear talking in the distance.
Uh-oh.
Though it's hard to make out. What's that?
Everybody to stay still.
Okay.
I tell everybody to stay still and put out the torch.
Okay.
Zoramir,
Yes.
there's talking. Somebody is down here.
I do hear that. Does it?
I'm gonna need you to scout ahead.
I'm always the scout. All right.
Be careful, brother.
Oh, this is my bread and butter here, Elrond. I've become very good at sneaking.
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay, I'm going to, as stealthily as possible, move forward until I get into earshot of enough to be able to make out what they're saying, whether or not I recognize language or not.
Okay. Roll your stealth.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
37.
18s, so 29.
Okay.
29.
So you work your way into the room best you can, staying quiet. And as you peer around the room, you see hundreds upon hundreds of candles surrounding a room filled with bloodstains and corpses. A familiar pedestal rests in the back of the room, and you see what looks like a tiefling, red skin glistening in the candlelight, wearing no clothes. And you hear him, "We've come. We're here. We've made our way. I can't believe it. We're finally here, aren't we? Just us." As he crouches in the back of the room, over the top of some symbol.
Do I recognize the symbol from the other rooms?
It looks familiar to some of the stuff you ran into in the trees.
The tiefling's the only creature there?
From what you can see.
I'm going to.
Get her. No.
I'm gonna slowly back up, and then make my way back to the group.
Okay. Get to Grayson where it starts getting dark.
With this freaked out look on my face. There's some naked creature back there. It sounds crazy. It's speaking to itself and it's not making any sense. But there's one of those symbols that you seem to not like so much on the ground there too, that it's worshiping around. I don't know what you call them, but it doesn't
Guys,
look
I
good.
don't know where you went, but it's really dark in here.
You can't see our shadows from.
Well, the candlelight is
Over here.
very dim near Zoramir. You can see the darkness there between Blaylock. That light where Blaylock is just what Blaylock can see. Everywhere else is dark.
Oh, there's no ambient light.
Just that little bit there to the south.
I'm going to move closer to the room.
Okay.
And see what I can see.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna move up right next to Grayson.
Okay.
Slowly, be careful.
Guessing
Or
everyone.
bring up the rear.
All right, Grayson, how far do you want to go in?
Another stealth.
No, we're good.
Okay. Close enough. I've seen what a tiefling looks like, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Is he
There-
facing us or is he facing away?
He's crouched away.
Okay. Quietly tell Zoramir to go across the room. Get behind the pedestal if he can.
Across the room. Okay, just keep an eye out. If it starts coming towards me, you better attack.
We are here. Now we can begin. We can begin.
Where is it looking?
Just looking down at something.
I want to try something. I want to get just on the corner. So what is that? That's up catty corner, 10 feet.
Like there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to pull out a vial of holy water.
Okay.
Throw it at it.
All right. So, make a ranged attack as you're kind of tossing it.
15.
Okay. So you hear the sound of broken glass as it shatters across the back of the creature. What? Who's here? Who's here? And he whips around and sees Zoramir and Grayson. No, you won't stop us. You can't. And roll initiative.
Take it, the holy water didn't do anything.
It did not do anything. No.
Oh my goodness. I got an 18.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
High for you.
I might actually get to go third.
All right. So we got an 18. Blaylock,
4.
you say 4?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
Nice. Zormir
14.
and Grayson. And Grayson.
That's fine.
And
What was that?
You guys, can you not hear me tonight?
You
You're coming in and out.
yeah.
I haven't done anything different.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now. What was the number?
19.
19. Okay. All right, Grayson, you're up.
All right. I guess I will step up. So I'm 10 feet within.
Okay.
And pull out the whip.
All right.
Okay, it's a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
And I'm assuming that this is not. I don't get to use the radiant.
No.
4. Uh, 12 for the first attack.
Okay.
Dirty 20 for the second attack. 13 for the second attack. And I will use my reaction, or bonus action, sorry, to go back 15 feet to where I was.
All right. Alberon moves forward. Hey, Zormir. Watch this, and you kind of see his eyes glaze over white
Gosh.
as he holds a hand out. Okay. And these very bright bolts of white kind of form from his fingertips and fire out toward the creature. For 18 points of damage. And you see it slam into him, and the flesh begins to peel away, and the tiefling takes a step forward and another one. You are free. As he falls down flat, and you hear the cracking of bone and the splitting of flesh. And out of the tiefling, a massive creature appears.
What? Oh gosh.
Eyes, multiple eyes, long tentacled hands. It roars at you. Big pinchers and snake-like body. Nemoria, you are filled with instant dread. As
Aria.
yes, as you know
Around
what.
the corner.
Oh, that's true. When it belts out its roar. Nemoria, you are aware of what this is. You've seen this in your dreams. This is a Korai
Oh,
from the darkened dreams. And that ends Alberon's turn. Nemoria, you're up.
all right. I'm gonna come over to just next to Zoramir.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt,
All right.
and that is 24 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that will be 19 points of damage.
Okay. What kind of damage is that?
Bolt. That's. Hang on, just a minute. I'll tell you. I do not. It doesn't say. It's just evocation.
Gotta say.
It does. It says right after the
Radiant
damage
poison.
dice.
Oh, it just says guiding bolt damage.
You look it up. Zormir, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just look at Albrund in just amazement at what he just shot out, and then look at my bracers kind of in disappointment at my dinky little bracers. And I'm gonna raise them up and shoot them at the creature.
Okay.
It's radiant.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's 24. Oof, 24 and 10.
The first one does hit.
That hits for 8 points of damage.
All right. As the dagger plunges into the flesh of the creature, it howls out in pain and looks at you, clacking its massive claws. Is that it?
That's it.
It's going to run up to you.
Goodbye, everybody.
First attack. And it hits.
We use my shield.
Okay, be faster on that. And it misses with the first attack. Attacks second attack. And that misses. And the third attack.
3 attacks. Great.
And that one hits. Where'd I put my dice? How do I misplace dice? There it is. For 7 points of piercing damage plus
Oh no.
18 points of psychic damage, which is halved, I believe, for you. For 9 points of damage, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Not my strong suit. 12.
So the stinger from the tail of this creature rises up, and in a blink of an eye, you just feel massive pain thrust into your side as you look down. There's a wound open, and you feel your mind assaulted by some kind of poison, but something unnatural to you. And as you look up at this creature, you get a faded halo around your eyes, and you're looking, and just you become terrified of this creature. You are frightened.
Wait.
Big shocker there.
Blaylock.
Shocker.
Blaylock,
I
you are
have
up.
I don't get. So I have advantage on saving throws against getting frightened.
Okay, roll again.
This is still for the wisdom.
Yep.
Oh, 19. So 20.
Okay, so you are not frightened. You shake it
It's
off.
a halfling ability called I Ain't Scared.
Blaylock, you are up.
Yeah. Blaylock is going to pace back and forth.
Okay. Grayson, you're up.
All right. Whip again. I'm assuming this is an aberration.
It is.
Okay, so that's a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. 4. 14 damage, 2 radiant. Second attack. Dirty 20. 12 points, 1 radiant.
12, you said?
And I'm going to pump. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to pump one of my monster Eyes of the Slayer, which is another D8 damage for 7 more damage, regular damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
The room pops with echoes as you hear the chain snap of Grayson's weapon. Pieces of flesh rip off the monster, and it snarls and clacks its pincers as Alberon looks at it and again holds a hand out as bolts fly. One slams into the wall, and natural 20.
Wow.
Well, your dice are finally working for somebody else.
Mike? Natural 20. I got a natural 20. For Alberon, not for the creature.
Oh. Okay, that's magic.
It is.
Double damage, and all enemies that can see you must make a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they are frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Double damage.
The DC what saving throw?
12.
Wisdom.
He's hit for 16 points of damage. And look at this. And he's not frightened. As the energy bolt slams into his chest and you see part of the flesh peel away and turn to kind of a ethereal ash. It floats into the air and dissipate. Nemoria, you're up.
I'm going to use Sacred Flame. I need a Dex 16 saving throw.
Okay. All right. 17.
Of course. Then I think I am going to hold myself right here.
Okay. Zormir, you are up.
All right. I'm going to slash out with my rapier.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, 9 base plus. $21 points.
All right.
And I am going to cunningly disengage, let's say over towards the pentagram.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. Creature goes. It's going to attack Nemoria. And it hits with the first attack. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled.
Oh, I know that all too well.
Okay, so basically your speed is 0. It's not like the others.
Oh, okay.
You just can't move. You don't get the disadvantages and that kind of stuff.
Oh, 10-4.
Okay, and then it's going to bring another claw up to attack you, and hits again.
Keep rolling them.
11 points of slashing damage as claws come up and start ripping away at your flesh from inside of its chest. And then it'll hold you up and attack the final time. And it misses.
Wow.
Blaylock, you are up, and you see Nemoria caught in the pinchers of this creature.
How far is the creature away from me?
It's 30 feet.
Excellent.
Uh,
I know what is coming now.
We're going to use horns, and I'm going to charge after him.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Expecting that.
With no doubt.
And so that is whatever my hit is. Such a bizarre ability. Okay. Yep. That is, what is my plus hit modifier? Is it my strength?
It's your strength. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just my strength. Oh, 16.
That hits.
Oh, excellent. For 6 points of damage.
Not bad. I think that's the best you've ever hit with that.
Yeah.
As you charge forward, you all of you in the room just hear dunk, dunk,
Boom.
and just out of you turn, and this furious-eyed Blaylock comes charging forward and impales into the creature with one of his horns. And it just lets out a battle yell.
The eyes are very, very wide. He's just looking just maniacal at this thing. Just, like half petrified, half rage.
Grayson, you're up.
All right. I'm going to hit
Which looks
attack
even weirder
again.
because he has goggles on.
18 to hit.
That hits.
$20 damage. 8 radiant.
Okay, as the whip goes out and slams into its chest, there's just a burst of radiant, and pieces of the creature go flying across the room. You hear just Nemoria, you feel the grip lessen and kind of push the claw off of you, give it a little bit of a kick off to the side, and the creature is dead.
I immediately go and destroy that symbol.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn and look at Alberon. So, buddy, where'd you learn all those spells at?
Well, I try to tell you, I'm not the same as what I was.
We gathered that. So what happened?
It happened in the swamp.
Keep going.
I'm gonna walk on over, intently listening.
Go and turn the switch.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna come over there to the switch.
Okay.
So it's a good start.
Okay, Elbrun, you can tell us. You have to tell us in order for us to trust you.
Well, when I was in the swamp, I told you I was hurt. But it wasn't Shortclaw who saved me. He did show up, and I did stay with him. But I crawled into a tree one night. It was split open, and I was sure this was my last night. I begged for anything that was listening to not let me die. I had to find my brother. I had to find what happened to him. And no one was listening. I closed my eyes to take my final breath. And outside the tree, there was this light. And there was Zoromir. You should have seen it. It was this beautiful angel. She came down. Her name was Drashana. She said she is from the high heavens. I could tell because you could see her wings. Oh, they were beautiful. What feathers. Gold and white. I haven't seen anything that clean for a very long time. And she told me if I would help people, be nice to them, not lie, she'd keep me alive best she could and help me. Zoromir, she gave me strength. She gave me power. I started being able to do things like that. And I had other abilities too. And he
Like what?
reaches out to Nemoria. And Nemoria, you feel your wounds close just with a touch. No spell was said. You're healed for 13 points.
Wow.
That's amazing. You did that without casting a spell. So did you use these powers to get down here?
It is how I got down here. It's how I survived. I didn't just walk through the woods. Zoromir, you're quiet, but I can turn invisible.
You can turn invisible?
I can just disappear. I can make you disappear. Drashana, that's what she allows me to do.
This sounds too good. Halbrand, you're smart. This sounds too good to be true. Surely Dashana must have asked for something in return.
Just to be kind to others in my quest to find you.
There's nothing else that she asked for, or she didn't give you anything else, or ask that you use these powers to find something for her?
He pulls back a part of his kind of tunic that he has on, and he said, only this, and he has kind of a mark, almost like a branding. It looks like there's like a halo with a dagger through it, surrounded by kind of an angel wing coming out. Just her mark.
So when we found you on that pedestal on that dais, how did you get caught then?
Well, I tried to steal something from the Mind Flayer. I thought his staff was what was making the creatures and things happen. So I thought if I could take his staff and break it, then it would stop. but it didn't. He could see me. Captured me.
This time I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna just look at Blaylock and Grayson and, get their attention, have them come over with us.
And on 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Pistols are becoming a pain in the ass.
Are they getting harder to turn? What, Namoria?
So so he's been telling us a little story about some happenings that it's not that he wasn't telling the truth, he was just omitting a lot of things that he was telling us.
That's
he was
a
met.
lie.
Well, he just didn't tell us. He didn't tell us anything wrong, but he just didn't want to come forth with all this information. But he said that an angel came and visited him and gave him all his powers,
She
as long as
did.
he was to be nice and truthful.
She did visit me, Zoromir. You know I don't lie.
Once upon a time, you were very honest and truthful. You have to understand to us, Elrond, though, this does sound really too good to be true.
I didn't know how you would take it. People fear what's different.
Are
think-
you
I think you understand that.
definitely know what it's like to be different? You able to summon this Drashana?
No, I talk to her. She doesn't always talk back, but she speaks to me from time to time.
Does she seem happy with how you're carrying out your powers?
Very. I called out to her when I got captured, but there was something with that mind flayer. I couldn't hear her. It was like everything around me had just went silent.
Interesting.
So Blaylock and Grayson, it seems that our friend here has the gift of invisibility. And he used that to get down in here.
Let's move on.
That's all you... Okay. Cool story, bro. Let's go.
I light the torch again.
Okay.
I don't want to be down here any longer than I have to be. One way or the other. Gods, angels. I'm seeing a lot of demons down here.
So when I went to sneak up on this creature, Elrond, why didn't you make me invisible?
I knew you could. You don't need my magic or help. You became invisible without my help.
Does that name sound familiar to me
No,
since I've been on the island?
no, it doesn't. I mean, you've heard of angels. You know angels are a thing.
I just didn't know if, like, religiously, since I've been on the island for a while, if I'd heard of it.
No.
Okay.
Can we get going as Blaylock starts tapping his leather again?
It's all right, Blaylock. Hold on, buddy. We're going to get going.
I'm
Let's
under
go.
my breath. Now we're in a hurry.
I think I'm hearing voices again.
All right. You want to move back up to the intersection?
Yes, please.
Northeast.
Okay. Ah,
BRB.
As you pass through the dark hallways, the thoughts of what you just saw bear deeper on your mind. They begin tearing at your mind. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm tired of this demonic bullshit.
As long as it's wisdom, I'm okay.
Nemoria, you get advantage because you are aware of the Kurai and the specific evil side of the Kurai.
What was it? It was wisdom.
26.
11 for Grayson.
17 for Alberon. 11 for Grayson. Okay.
18.
What?
Oh man, we're saving.
What?
Oh, we're saving on the wisdom throw. No Mad Minotaur today.
I don't even know how to do that.
There's
Grayson-
nothing wrote down for that.
The
Grayson,
DC check
there-
is now 19.
Grayson, that is one failure. And we're waiting on Zoramir to get back.
Here.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, my favorite. Is this for frightened?
Nope.
19.
This is for bio breaks during a D&D session.
All right. Grayson, you see the path diverge to the northeast and to the southwest in front of you.
Cutting out again.
Muttering to myself, fucking demons. Damn. Nobody listens to me.
All right. Where do you want to go?
Northeast.
Northeast. Okay. You travel into the northeast room, and as the room, it's fairly small. You see two coffins resting in this tiny room, opposed to each other on each side of the room. Both are half buried in earth and rock and have intricate leaves carved along the outside edge. So,
I'm dealing with fucking vampires. Damn it.
Perhaps Zoramir should check it out.
I can do that. Delicately, cautiously walk up.
okay. To which one?
The one I'm already closest to.
What do you want to do to it?
I'm trying to see if it's trapped, see if I can open it, see if I can recognize any symbols or anything on it.
Okay. Give an investigation check.
Do I gotta reroll that ones on ability checks, right?
Yep.
I can do that, right? Didn't help too much. 13.
All right. You reach out, begin probing the coffin. Zoramir disappears.
Worst thief ever.
Hurry. Not this again. This is twice now.
I have a knack for this.
I rush up to the coffin.
Okay.
I just kick it open.
Grayson disappears.
Come on, Grayson's smarter than that.
There is now no light.
I'll light a torch and hand it to Blaylock. Say, you're gonna need this.
I don't like this.
I don't either, buddy. I'm not good at investigating stuff. That's not my forte. How about yours?
I can look at stuff and figure out if it's dangerous.
Can you
I'll
do
go
that
over
for
there.
me?
Yes. And I look at it. It doesn't look dangerous.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
I'm gonna turn around and look at our little halfling buddy here. Alberon, what do you think, buddy? Can you see what's going on with this thing?
He walks up. So Blaylock, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stare at the chest and poke it with my stick.
As soon as you touch it, it's just
See,
Alberon.
it's fi-
And this is how the party dies. Lost in an abyss.
I'm just gonna look at Alberon, shake my head. I'm gonna go over and touch the other one. And try to open it. Oh shit.
So, okay, give me
There's a
one
party
second.
wipe.
Give me something. Give me a moment here.
Were you expecting us all to be stupid enough to touch this?
Yeah, we're all gonna spend the next hour re-rolling for characters.
So
That is where
Alberon is in the dark. Oh no.
alone.
Alone. Okay. Just need one.
Coming at you here.
Yep.
Are we all experiencing the same thing? Or
Yeah,
can you
I'm
guys
about
tell
to
us?
I'm about to describe it because you are. So all of you, as you touch the coffins, the reality bends away, and you find yourself on an ethereal plane. Stars surround you. There's no visible ground. In the distance, you see something small that gets larger and larger, and you start here laughing as a massive jester head just laughs at you uncontrollably, and it's loud in your ears and deafening, and all of a sudden you feel something poke you, and then again, and you turn quickly to see a small impish jester running around, poking you in the side, running circles around you, and just keeps poking you and laughing at you.
Can we reach out and grab him?
You try, but seems like any attempt is futile to grab at him.
I'm pulling my rapier out. I'm gonna get on guard.
And after a few moments, Zormir, you're in a different room. It's dark.
Hello? Yeah, hello?
Zormir? Is that you?
Run?
Is
Where-
that...
Where
Where did you guys go? I can't see anything.
I can't either. What is going on? Are we in the same room?
Grayson appears and the light, the room illuminates.
Whoa. Oh, we're.
Real tired of these fucking games.
Did you touch that too?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And everyone that went into that area, please make a perception check.
So all of us?
Mm-hmm.
16 for Grayson.
Okay.
25 for Zormak.
Okay.
25 for Nemorio.
Okay.
17 for Blaylock.
All right. You all notice that. Well, we'll get this as everybody comes in. After a moment, Blaylock, and I'm not done with Blaylock. But y'all just start feeling around as you're back in a lit room with the two coffins, looking at everybody in the face with a weird look on your face. That you're missing 5 copper. All of you each.
This is
Zoramir.
not cool.
But
You weren't
What?
supposed to use those gloves on me.
hey, I'm missing copper. I'm missing stuff too. What the heck is going on here?
I'm gonna look at Alberon. Is it you?
And he looks down, and he starts looking at the coffin. Shurus Aethelleaf.
Uh-oh. Frozen.
What? I don't see
What?
anybody frozen.
Frozen.
Okay.
He's
Shurus
saying he's cold.
Aethelleaf. Elven clerics of the trickster gods. That's what it says here on this coffin. It's right
I'm gonna
here.
lean over.
It's in
to the
Elvish.
You can read that?
Yeah.
Assuming if he speaks it, he can read it.
Well, not necessarily, but yeah.
I say we don't touch them anymore.
I
Well,
think you guys just fell for an elaborate joke.
Nothing is just a joke down here, it seems.
Ha, 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 ha. And I'll begin pacing.
I started walking back down towards the mid chamber.
Yeah, I'll follow him. I don't want no part of this. I don't like that.
I tell you, gods have too much power.
They have too much fun at our expense.
Everybody's
Deities.
moving back down.
Hmm.
Blaylock, you have a message. And where do you want to go next, Grayson?
The only other place we can go is back to the main cabin, the main chamber.
You have the southeast also that you have not been.
Yeah, we got one more row.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, somehow it's split because I didn't see it the first time when we came through there. So, yeah, we'll take the other road.
Okay. You move forward, and it's almost like the air around you falters and waves like an ethereal field. You don't know whether you've passed into another plane or still exist where you are. You see the familiar pedestal resting in the room, and then another, and another, and another, as you see 9 smaller versions of the pedestal you've become so familiar with. And they all seem to be fading in and out of reality, just flickering.
Cast detect magic.
Everything glows. Don't know how you all want to stand here.
I want to go to the first one that I saw before they all started going in and out.
Okay. Okay.
Can I touch it? Is it there?
Okay. Yeah, you feel cold stone as you take 9 points of necrotic damage as a blackish purple vein bursts from the center of the pedestal and wraps around your hand, and you feel it insert into your veins.
Dude, are you all right?
No.
This is not going to be a fun game to play. I'm going to turn around and look at Alberon. Alberon,
Yes.
with you and your new magic, can you figure out which one of these is real?
I don't have anything that can help with this.
Well, you're the healthiest one out of us. Go touch that one. I'll point to one of them.
Jesus.
I don't
Memoria,
trust you.
Really?
He's not a punching bag, Moria.
You called me a liar, and I wasn't, so I'm not doing that.
Okay. Normally, Nemoria is a little nicer than this,
No, she's
aren't you, Nemoria?
I'll do
try
an
to be.
investigation and see if there's any difference between any of them.
All right, which one do you want to investigate?
The one next to it.
Okay, the one right to your south. Go ahead and roll an
Yep.
investigation.
17.
This one looks a little more physical than the other one.
Everybody look at the other pedestals. See if you can find any more differences.
I'll go to the next one next to that one he just did an investigation on.
The one right south of you. Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to look it over, see if I can see anything.
Give an
Investigate.
investigation.
And oh my, natural 20.
This one seems to flicker in and out a bit more than a noticeable amount. That gives you the impression that it's probably not real.
Guys, this one looks really whacked out. I don't think we should touch this one.
Alright,
It's flickering way too much.
continue to look.
Okay, where do you want to go, Grayson?
I will go to the one right across the room from where Memoria is.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay.
16.
This one looks solid too, much like the last one you looked at.
Laylock, any suggestions?
Voices to stop. I'm gonna come down to the one just to the south of Grayson.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate that.
All right.
Dirty 20.
This one looks ethereal. Like it's fading in and out.
This one is fading a bit. I don't understand.
Did the
What
one I
makes
touch,
two of us?
did the one I touch originally look like it was fading?
It looked like all the others, from what you could tell.
Obviously
they
not.
they all flicker back and forth to you.
Is there a pattern?
So
to their
just
flickering?
the two that you've looked at have seemed more solid than the first one that you touched. There is no
I'm gonna
pattern.
move down on the. I'm gonna move down on the other side of Blaylock. Take the last one on the
on the south.
south. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Gonna investigate it. 13.
This one looks solid.
I'm gonna jump up on the pedestal and try to push it down.
Okay.
Get it to lock.
You jump up on the pedestal, and you take 12 points of necrotic damage as inky tendrils whip out and surround your legs and puncture up through your calves.
Well, boys, that one's not it.
Down to the next one.
Which one?
On my side, I'll move down to the middle. Middle.
Okay. One to the north or to the west?
The one north of me right now.
Okay.
That is a 21.
Looks solid.
Okay. So far, I've seen 3 that are solid, more solid than the other ones.
It's got to be better than the one I just jumped on.
Well, you didn't even look; you just jumped on it.
I've looked.
No, you didn't. The one next to me.
Okay.
To the west. 15.
Looks solid.
Jesus. Guess I'll go look at that last one.
All right.
11.
Looks a lot like the last one.
I don't know. Gentlemen, they all look the same.
Zormir, what are you
I
doing?
poked
I'm just kind of following along. This is, yeah, looking at the pedestals as well, adding any insight I can on whether or not I think they're traps or a real pedestal. Ron, you sure you don't have any insight into what's the story with these things?
I have never seen anything like this. This is old magic. There's
I'm
no
gonna go down to the one with
no writing on any of it. You're gonna go down with down there?
the one where Grayson's at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump up and see if I can't plunge it.
On the one to the west or north of Grayson?
The one that he just got done doing.
Okay.
One to the west.
Okay. So you kind of nudge your way over there and jump on top of it. You take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Well, even though it looks solid, still it's not. I don't think the waves and the flickering has anything to do with it.
I grow tired of elvish riddles.
I can't say I don't blame you. Anybody else want to take a stab at one? It just kind of tickles a little bit.
Is there anywhere else to go, or is this a dead end?
What you see is what's there. It's a dead end.
Dead end, but one of these has to unlock one of the locks.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, it could just be like one of them tricksters where none of them are any good.
I hate those tricksters.
I mean, we've tried 4 of them, and it just doesn't work. So we can either go back and try the last passage, or try the other 4 remaining 4.
How many do we still have to go? We had 9.
Yeah, we jumped on 4, so we got 5 left.
No.
We definitely added more.
How many have we already unlocked?
6.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yep, got 3 more.
You can always come back to this room.
I agree. It's not that far down the tunnel from the main room. If need be, then we'll get healed up and we'll just jump on each one of them.
Yes, let's make sure all other enemies are cleared before we start unnecessarily hurting ourselves.
A fantastic idea. Let's weaken ourselves before we encounter the next foe. I
You guys.
don't know who's going mad first. You, Nemoria, or myself?
Just a suggestion. Beats standing here, looking at them.
So in summary,
I'm worried
you've got
about you.
all of them that look solid, except for the one that I was in front of. It looked more ethereal.
I mean, you haven't, unless you've communicated to each other. You've just looked at the ethereal.
Go ahead and move me up so we can see the whole room.
Okay. Ah,
Well, technically, Blaylock's got a torch lit too, so.
it's lit up, and there's another one that is an obvious failure.
Okay, so the second one down on the right side, or the southern facing wall, looked solid. And then the one right above Blaylock to the north also looked solid. And so did the one to the west of Blaylock. On my investigation, all of those look more solid than the phasing ones.
They seem to solidify longer than the others. Yep.
So we can either touch them, or we can move on and come back later.
I'm okay with moving on.
Then let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Let's come back here after we've made sure everywhere else is clear.
I'm okay with forgetting about this place.
Unfortunately, that's not an option right now.
You're okay with forgetting most places, Blaylock.
All right. Where do you want to go?
Do we head back?
To the central chamber?
Yeah, let's head back to the main room because this is all done.
Wow, we went quick.
Yeah, through the
Yeah.
magic of time.
I feel like Grayson's light isn't showing all the way. Oh, it's not. Did not carry over that value. There we go.
All right, we'll take the very last one to the southeast.
All right. You walk down the dark cave-like hallway and see that the path branches off to the northeast and southwest.
Southwest.
Okay. One moment. Loading.
Beep boop beep boop.
I'm sorry, I missed which way those. They had two options once we got there.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Northeast and south. South, basically.
Okay.
And as you travel down the hallway, you see that there's two paths. Light seems to come from the path to the southeast, and the southwest is darkness, as you've become very accustomed to here.
Head towards the light first.
Okay. So, second here. As you get closer to the light, in the distance you can see a ring of fire burning, and the smell of sulfur fills your nose. You hear the soft bubbling in the distance, and you start hearing a voice.
One must die. One
Oh, God.
must die. One must die. One must die. One must.
Ooh, that's got a like, nice little cadence.
I was hoping it was gonna be Johnny Cash. Down, down, down.
Ring of Fire.
What do you want to do?
Do we see anybody?
Not at the moment.
Slowly moving our way down there.
Albron, can you turn us all invisible?
Only one of you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use second wind, boss.
Okay. And Grayson, as you get closer to the edge, you see a robed figure mumbling to himself excitedly. You hear the chants as large roots pass through the back of the room. And you see just barely off to the southwest side of the room, pile of bodies and 3 burning pyres of flame. Oh, I knew you would find me. I hear you. You might as well come in.
Start making my way on the opposite. I want to stand just north of the pentagram.
Okay. What's the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna stand next to him.
Zoramir, Blaylock,
I'm gonna start pacing
in the hall?
right there in the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna start coming forward with Albron.
We'll switch you guys there.
Yeah.
I knew someone would be foolish enough to come down here eventually.
And you are?
Let me introduce myself. I am Priosh Leafstrike, closest advisor of King Vestinor Silverleaf.
And what does the king want you down here for?
Oh, the king doesn't. The king doesn't, but he helped me unearth this ancient city under the heart tree. Because you see, he is but a pawn in the grand scheme of the Order of Validian Knights. And none of you can stop it now.
Stop what?
Silly cleric with a fallen god. You won't have a chance to say anything to anyone. For you too will be buried down here and become my pawns. Along
I
with
beg to
the
differ.
elves. Roll initiative.
Okay.
This is not exciting at all. Wow. Nemoria 19.
Wow, you're rolling good.
I know, right? Except for everything else.
13 for Zoramir.
Give me a second. All right, Blaylock,
21.
Zoramir.
13.
Oh, hold on. Does initiative count as a dexterity?
It's an ability check, yep.
Hmm.
Nemoria.
11 for
19.
Blaylock.
Okay. Grayson.
18.
All right. He looks at you with a smile across his face. You see his hand raise into the air. Come, my children. As
Oh gosh.
the bodies raise up and they move forward. All right, the first one is going to attack Zoramir and misses. Next one's going to attack Grayson and misses. Next one's going to attack Nemoria and hits. There it is. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into you. Nemoria, you are up.
I actually get to go first.
You-
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm such a badass. All right, I am going to cast Crusader's Mantle. It's the 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Everybody who deals damage is a 1d4 radiant damage when they hit with their weapon.
Okay.
Extra 1d4.
It covers the room. Grayson, you're up.
Okay. Attacking one in front of me. Natural 19, which is a crit. Okay, maximum damage, and you have advantage on attacks against the target for 1d4 plus 1 round. Do you want to roll that?
What was it? A save?
1d. No, it was 1d4 plus 1 rounds.
3 rounds.
Okay. So this one is a maximum of. Let's see. 27.
Okay. On the creature in front of you?
Yep.
All right. You whip into it. Its chest explodes and it falls to the ground. It's dead.
And that was a total of 14 radiant on that one.
Yeah.
I will attack the one in front of Nemoria. I get advantage on that one.
Advantage? Oh, yeah.
I just rolled 2 nat 20s.
Wow.
Wow.
That never happens, ever. Neck wound, triple damage. Do I even need to roll that?
Nope.
Don't forget the 1d4.
Yeah, yeah.
And I will run up and step into the pentagram.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Zormir, you're up.
I'm going to slash the one right in front of me with my rapier.
All right.
12.
That hits.
Really? That is going to hit for 16 points.
Okay. Is that with your sneak attack? Grayson's adjacent.
Oh. Really missed. 28 points.
Okay. Plus your radiant damage, and you see the neck of it just burst out to the side. As it falls to the ground, dead, and you see it just kind of twitch as radiant energy burns through its body.
And then I'm going to cyclically damage the boss. buddy.
Okay.
For 6 points.
Okay. Blaylock, you are up.
Gonna bring out the turret. Protector.
Okay.
And
Oh, it's you're up here. There you go.
there you are. Yep, and he's gonna pulse.
All right. So that'll hit Alberond, you, and is it 10 feet?
It's 10 feet.
All right. So Nemoria, everyone but Grayson.
Okay. It's 13 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yep, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. And Alberond's going to go. And I've got him, brother. He fires and hits. And hits. Don't forget the 1d4.
That's right.
Is that on just melee
Well,
or
difference-
magical attacks too?
thought that was. No, I believe it's melee.
Okay, that makes more sense. So he hits for 18 damage as bolts of white light go out, slamming into him. And Priosh turns. You may have taken them, but you won't stop me. His hand raises up, and the room gets dark. And I need all of you to make
Wisdom.
Ooh, wisdom? Really?
no,
Dexterity,
Constitution
dexterity.
Constitution saving throw.
Dang it!
Is this against getting pregnant?
No, it's not.
Ooh, nat 20.
Well, you're not getting pregnant. 10
15 for
for
Blaylock.
Nemoria.
Okay. How much for Blaylock?
13.
13. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Nemoria failed. Blaylock failed.
18 for Grayson.
Grayson saved. And what was yours, Zormir?
Well, that was close.
It's close. It was close.
Nat 20.
Okay, nat 20. Okay. So you two saved, and Alberon natural 19. So he saved.
Nice. That's my brother.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Everyone who failed takes 29 damage.
Wow.
Everyone who saved takes half that. So 14 points of damage. And
This
that
was Constitution.
this was necrotic damage.
Yeah. Wow.
Even with a nat 20, I still take half.
Yep.
I don't have anything that protects me against necrotic. My tooth doesn't protect me.
No. And he waves his hand to the side again. And the zombies attack Grayson.
Oh no.
Miss. Miss. And hit.
I'll do defensive duelist for 22.
Okay. It will miss then. Nemoria, you're up.
Holy crap. I'm just kind of like shuddering.
Oh, and
with all the
Nemoria,
blood.
you need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you
What?
hold your concentration on that spell.
15.
Okay, you say you're good. Okay, go for it.
Whew. Alrighty. So I'm shuddering off
Wait.
all the blood running out of my ears.
Hold on. You were hit by the zombie too, right? I
Me?
missed- yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that one, so I won't count it. But that would have been one too. Okay, go for it.
Okay. I am going to that just kind of like threw everything out of the way here. So I am going to cast inflict wounds on the bad man.
Isn't that a
would
touch
be-
spell?
Ah, son of a bitch. I knew it.
Hey, get the
Okay.
fuck up here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm good right here, pal. Real good. I'm going to use guiding bolt.
Okay.
You're the
And
only
that
fighter we
is-
have. Oh my god.
You should just
I am
put a
going
dress
to-
on and get it over with.
17. 17 to hit.
That does hit.
That is a total of 22 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my BA and I'm going to pull out Spiritual Weapon.
You can't do two spells in one round. BA or not.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. All right. My bad then. I'm going to go ahead and move up next to. Grayson.
Okay. Okay. And Grayson, you're up.
I'm just gonna lay down and die. All right. I'm going after the main guy. That is a 21 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Take it. He's just a regular human. That is 10 regular damage and 2 radiant damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack is 17 to hit.
That hits.
4, 10, 12, 13, one of which was radiant. I am going to use action surge and attack 2 more times. That is a 24 to hit. That is 16 to hit for radiant. And the last attack, 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
As your whip goes out and you hear it just cracking forward. Into the flesh of the elven necromancer that stands before you. You see some of the wounds, they bury in, but they don't seem to go as deep as you'd think they would. Zormir, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple deep breaths, stand, grab my knees, and start spewing acid towards the line of 3 creatures straight in front of me.
Okay.
And that's a Dex 15 saving for them.
Okay, the first one fails. The second one fails. And Necromancer saves.
Okay. So how does this work? Do I get to choose one of them for sneak attack damage?
No, sneak attack has to be melee damage. Or ranged. Not
This is
magical.
not... Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomato.
Wait, I'm just gonna check it real quick.
Else a rogue wizard would be silly.
Oh yeah, okay. Do I roll the damage individually for all of them, or just
Just one damage.
okay? 9 points.
As Zormir just belches out vile acid across, you hear it sizzle against the decaying flesh of the zombie standing in front of you. Parts of their flesh just fall off onto the floor, but they just keep lumbering forward.
Then I'm gonna take a step forward with my dagger and swipe at the one right in front of me.
That was an action, right? The acid breath?
Yeah, I can still use my
Nope.
dagger as a bonus, though, right?
You got to take an attack action to get it as a bonus action.
Wait, say that again?
To use an
You
offhand
didn't
attack,
attack.
you have to take the attack action, and you didn't take the attack action.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I had to do that.
Yep. No
Okay.
problem. So you still moving up?
No.
All right. Blaylock, you are up.
Alright, turret is going to move up 15.
All right. He's blocked by Alberon, but we'll see.
Yeah, we should let him move.
What's that?
Friendly unit can move through a friendly unit.
5, 10, 15. Okay.
Okay. All right, that'll work. And he's going to pulse.
Okay.
Damn it.
And that is for 12 temporary hit points.
So that hits Grayson, Zoramir, and Alberon. That's it.
Should stretch down there to Nemoria. Come on.
It does not.
He can only move 15 at a time.
I know.
Did the turret do a save, by the way? He's one of the units for that spell
No.
earlier. Just if you could handle that.
Yeah. Con,
All right. Yep. Is that it?
It failed.
Okay. He takes 29 points of damage.
All right.
She gone.
No, it's not gone. There. Then 29. Not 290. And then up. What did I say? 12?
Yep.
12. Yeah, 12 temporary hit points.
Alberon moves forward ahead of Zoramir and gets at Grayson. Grayson, I have you. And lays a hand on you. And is going to cast Cure Wounds. Yeah. Grayson, you are healed for 24 points.
Nice. We got our sweet ass paladin.
Maybe not. All right. Necromancer moves over, looks at Nemoria, reaches out a hand,
Oh,
and
do I
hits.
get an opportunity attack because he's within my reach?
He's still in your
Please.
reach.
10 feet?
He was in your reach before.
Technically, but
Yeah. He hasn't moved out of your reach yet. Nemoria, that does hit. You take 13 points of necrotic damage.
dirty elves.
As he does, you feel your life force being sucked into him, and you look up at his face, and some of the scratches and cuts he had start mending.
As he's doing that, I'm bending over and I've got lots and lots of blood gushing out of me all over the place.
And first one's going to attack Zoramir. Misses. Next one's going to attack Alberon. Hits. For 4 points of damage. Next one's going to attack Grayson. And hits.
So it was 22.
So misses. Next one's going to attack Grayson. Natural 20.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Want to know how I got these? double damage, and you receive a permanent scar on your face.
Oh.
That's nothing new for Grayson.
So double damage.
That makes a baker's dozen.
So you take 8 damage. Next one is going to attack Grayson. And misses. Next one's going to attack Nemoria. And that would hit. For 2 damage. And the next one's going to attack Nemoria. And that hits. For 3 damage. Nemoria, you are up.
I'm like bending over. I got blood gushing out everywhere. So I'm gonna. So question, DM. So
Yep.
I know I can't cast 2 spells, right? But I can cast a cantrip and a bonus action, correct?
You can do a bonus action spell and a cantrip. Yes, something like that.
Okay.
You need to make a con save anyway.
Yep, you do need to make a con save for your other spell.
Okay. That would be 13.
Okay, that saves. Okay, go for it.
All right. So. Okay, so I'm going to cast Word of Radiance. Got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 people around me.
Yep.
So they need to make a Con 16 save.
Okay. First zombie. Fails. Necromancer. Fails. Zombie saves. Zombie saves.
Of course, they all take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to come down here and I am going to cast Healing Word on myself. Level 4.
At which one was a cantrip? The Word of Radiance?
Yes.
All right.
So Healing Word on myself for 18 points of damage or life.
Okay.
And I'm going to back up 10 feet. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Don't do that. Never mind.
You sure?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right, Grayson, you're up.
All right. Attacking twice on Necromancer. That is a 16
That hits.
for 16 damage, 3 of which is radiant. Second attack. 16 plus 8, that's a hit. For 15 damage, 3 radiant, and I'm going to use my last Slayer die. It's my last Slayer die. Yeah. And that is another 4 regular damage.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Zormir, you are up.
All right, so the 2 that were covered in acid take 11 points of damage.
All right. They both fall. And then you see him lumber back up.
I'm going to take my rapier and swipe at the one right in front of me.
Okay.
24 to hit.
That would hit. Just barely.
Great joke. For 10 plus. For 21 points.
Okay. You see it as it burns with fiery, like a white fire. It just turns to a pile of ash, blows away into the breeze blowing through the chamber.
I'm amped up from that kill. I'm going to take a step forward, and this time I'm going to swipe at him with my dagger.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Okay.
For 8 points. Wait. Every attack gets the radiant damage?
Yep.
9 points.
You just see him burst, just a poof, into almost sparkles into the air as the radiant damage eviscerates his body in front of everyone. Blaylock, you are up.
I'd like to move the turret. How far up can I move it? His range is 15 feet.
Mm-hmm. You can get right there.
Beautiful. All right, and then I'm going to follow up and get to the northeast of the other halfling, whose name escapes me. Thank you.
Alberon. Yep.
Thank you. And
That guy.
That guy. And turret is going to pulse.
Okay, that should hit everybody.
Yep, and that's for 10 temporary hit points. And do I have line of sight on evil necromancer guy?
Yep.
Beautiful. I'm gonna use the staff. And
Okay.
Take aim
All right. Okay.
and gonna fire. Where are you, Firebolt? There you are.
Better than handgun.
Yeah, and that's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that is for 9 points of damage.
All right.
Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. Alberon, just back. Two bolts of energy fly out from his hands. Misses. And misses. God.
Mm.
It's the necromancer still holding a bond of energy between Nemoria and himself. Pulses again and hits, sapping more life force.
Does he have to make concentration? Because I hit him 3 times.
Oh, it is a concentration spell. 3 times. Saves.
Blaylock hit him once, right?
Saves. Saves. And saves.
Of course.
Well, it's a 10. It's pretty easy to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, you're rolling some high stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Concentration's a pretty low roll. All right. That is 7 points of necrotic damage. And zombies are going to attack Zormir. Zoom in here a bit so I can see. It's getting crowded. Natural 20.
Oh no.
Plain and simple. The attack deals maximum damage.
Oh. That's probably the best situation that could have occurred.
Yeah.
So hit you for 7 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And
Okay.
so it's going to attack Grayson. Misses.
Use my shield.
Okay. Grayson. And still hits. And then Nemoria. That one hits for 2 points of damage and make a concentration saving throw.
She gone. 4.
Okay. And the next one's going at Nemoria. And it hits for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Great. Nemoria, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to use Word of Radiance again.
Okay.
16 Constitution save.
All right. First one
That's 1, 2, 4.
fails. Necromancer saves. Zombie saves. Zombie fails.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn around and cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
A whole whopping 7 points.
All right.
And I'm good.
Zormir, you're up.
All right. I am going to slash it. Oh, first I have to roll the.
Thought I was next.
Those are all gone.
Oh, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
These are new ones.
It's hard to keep track. They all look so similar.
Yeah, doesn't
I went after
Grayson?
Norm.
Yeah.
I go with words over here.
You hear that, Flushwood?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Grayson, go ahead and go.
Necromancer, 18 to hit. For 11 damage.
Okay.
Second hit, 19. Not natural. For another 11. That's my turn.
All right. Now, Zormir, you can go.
All right. Now I'm going to take out my rapier and swipe at the one right in front of me.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That hits.
11 plus.
At this point, I do want to yell out. The Necromancer's controlling them. Take out the Necromancer. I would know that, I believe. I think that's in my studies.
You would know that. Yep.
Okay, 25 points of damage on that one. Actually, 28 points of damage.
You don't get the 1d4
Wait.
anymore, by the way.
Never mind, I just realized that. The glow
Yep.
gun.
It falls to the ground and stands back up.
I'm going to cunningly disengage south of the necromancer.
Okay.
I can make it over there.
Fire pillar.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I can't really stand there. can I?
Yeah. No.
West. So, over 1 to the left, down 3. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Can you blow that up just a little bit, DM?
Yep.
Make that a little bit bigger. Thank you. I'm old. Oh, now I can see.
There's a lot going on right there.
There is.
Yeah, there is. It is pretty busy.
Laylock.
All right, turret is going to pulse again.
Okay. Zormir, you're out of it.
And and that is for 8 temporary hit points.
I went
Do I
down.
lose my previous
No.
hit points?
No.
Okay.
This just overrides whatever temporary hit points you were in if you were in range, and you are not. So you still have your temporary hit points. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to amp up the staff, take aim, and fire at the necromancer.
Okay.
So we'll use 2 charges.
Okay.
And that's a +8. 10.
How much? A 10? That misses.
No, a 10 hit. Yeah. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Alberon goes. And moves down beside Nemoria, reaches over, casts Heal Wounds, or Cure Wounds. Nemoria, you are healed for 26.
Wow. That's badass.
There, are you feeling better?
I feel great.
Do you trust me
Thank
now?
you, little one. I do.
And 1 second. All right. The necromancer claps his hands together and opens them up, and now you die. And you see as a green fog fills the room.
Oh no. All right. Nemoria, or nope. The zombies. One's going to attack Grayson. It hits.
Use him a shield.
Still hits.
Dang it.
Go ahead and say it, Grayson.
No, go ahead.
Okay. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Next one's going to attack Zormir. Misses. Next one's going to attack Grayson. Misses.
Now I'll use it.
Nemoria. Misses. Alberon. Hits. 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And now, Nemoria, it is your turn. And to start your turn, you need to make a Constitution saving throw as gas fills your lungs.
11.
Okay.
That's good.
No, that is a failure.
Of course. You rolling for damage?
Yes, you take 32 points of poison damage.
Are you done trying to kill me off now?
It's your turn.
Okay.
Well,
Glad we had this talk. All right, I'm going to use level 2 guiding bolt on the Necro.
Okay.
And it is 25 to hit.
That hits.
And 23 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
I am good.
Grayson, make a Constitution saving throw.
24.
Okay, that saves, but
I'll be AFK for a second.
You'll take 12 points of poison damage.
Okay. 2 attacks. 19. Not
Okay.
natural. For 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh.
Rob's gonna miss it.
I'm gonna wrap him up in the chains, and then fling him into the fire.
Okay. So the whip goes out, snapping and popping, and you hear it wrapping around the body. You hear it oof as it cinches tight against his body, and you give a spin, and he starts spinning and falls into the flames, and you hear him catch and ignite, and he starts screaming maniacally as his flesh burns and crisps, and you see it turn black, and he reaches up with a hand in his final breath. You will never stop the order. And with that, the zombies standing around you and they fall to the ground. And I need Blaylock to make a Constitution saving throw.
I refuse. That is a 11.
Okay. You and Alberon take 24 points of poison damage
Oh.
as the cloud still hangs in the air. Anyone want to do anything?
Suggest we walk out of here before let the mist clear.
And after a while,
I'm headed.
it
Yeah,
dissipates.
can I turn on the wind fan and just like point the wind fan in the room?
Yeah. So you
You don't even have it.
you don't have it. Yeah. Nemoria
No,
does.
you don't. No, she
I
doesn't.
do.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
Grayson does. He went down the hallway and fetched it.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, that's right. He sent it like he just set it on the ground and went. straight
Yeah,
across.
it didn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
no instructions.
All right, never mind.
I
do
forgot
nothing
about
except
that.
Cough and moan.
I'm the only one that has it, and nobody even knows I have it.
That's true. That's true. Okay. We'll say after a while it dissipates, and as you rest in the room, that is where we're going to end tonight. What an exciting end to the night. You guys have a knack for like hitting the perfect room at the perfect time.
Mhm.
Oh man!
Thank you
Okay,
for
there was. Oh.
thank you for everyone that hung out with us tonight. We really appreciate you around. We may not be around next Monday. Watch the Twitter. You can find us on Twitter, Drastin1, or on twitch.tv/Drastin where you're at now, and we'll be posting updates. We may not be here next Monday. Any other time though, 7 p.m. on Monday, we're always here. So we hope to see
Peace.
you then. Take care. We love y'all.